I never knew him any other way, which I think is a blessing. It is sort of a grieving process because you're expecting one baby and you're sort of handed another, but I never knew him any other way.
When he was delivered, I was called in to see him and check him out, and told his parents indeed he did have Down syndrome. And oh, by the way, I have a daughter with Down syndrome, and we would get through all of this together.
Brian's a wonderful little man with a very special family, and he had a significant hole in his heart that made it difficult for him to grow and develop, and he needed to have it repaired surgically early in childhood, and he's done wonderfully.
We couldn't be more grateful for Dr. Doyle and all the other doctors who have continued to make strides to keep our kids going. He's, pretty much walks around with a halo for us because he saved our child's life.
In spite of all these medical problems and the challenges of having Down syndrome, Brian has just been a trooper and a joy to be around. And he is the poster child for Down syndrome, I think.
Vanderbilt has been, that's our core, because everything does come out of that 2-block radius off of 21st Avenue. It started with the medical care for us and then branch out from there. Once he was well enough, then he could move on to all the wonderful things that the Kennedy Center had to offer.
You don't just look at the family member with a disability, you look at the entire family. All of that family needs supports and services and care. And our research includes that, and our training includes that, and the services that we offer for the community include the whole family.
My hopes for Brian would be like any other child, that he will grow up and be a part of a community somewhere, have a job, have a home, and be happy. And one of the things I've learned from taking care of kids like this and from my own daughter, that's really all we should hope for any of our children. And if they have that, then they're pretty lucky.
When he was first born, I remember saying, "All right, baby," that my biggest fear was that no one else would love him but us.
Brian Clippinger is a wonderful little boy. He is just full of life, and anyone who's around him can't help but just smile.
I'm glad that so far life has proved me wrong.